The moment people stop copying you means that you are no longer any good. These words came from Italian fashion designer Elsa Schiaparelli, one of the most inspirational and obscure fashion designers of the 1920s to early 70s. Elsa Schiaparelli is the most inspirational fashion designer because of her unique ideas that broke away from traditional fashion, including her vibrant color designs and surrealist-inspired art. Going into more depth on how her fashion is so unique, I'll begin by discussing her early career. Also, as an artist and a sculptor, this was unusual for a fashion designer of her time. And Coco Chanel even referred to her as that artist that was making clothes. But Elsa was going to prove that she was much more than just an artist making clothes. She was an innovator. Why create another common women's sweater when she could just give it a twist to make it special to the consumer? She did this with her first major fashion success, which was a knit tennis sweater with a giant bow on the front. It was so popular that Vogue featured it as one of the most popular pieces of the winter 1927-28 season. Expanding on her unique ideas, some of her inspirations for her fashion came from the most famous surrealist artists you may have heard of, like Salvador Dali and Rene Magritte. Some famous pieces were created in collaboration with Salvador Dali, featuring a full-length white dress with a red lobster on the front and another as a hat that was shaped like a high-heel shoe. This was absurd at the time, but has inspired fashion designers to this day to think outside the box and create something unique and somewhat even disharmonious and absurd. Moving on to my next point, Elsa Schiaparelli is also remembered for her high-intensity colors, and her shocking pink was her signature hue. According to Lindsay Talbot from Vogue, the makeup designer Francois Nars was so inspired by this color that he made a lipstick shade after it. And this color also inspired her book, Shocking Life. In closing, I'd like to say Elsa Schiaparelli's unconventional apparel and incorporation of art in her designs is what made her stand out from other designers of her time. And there's no doubt that she will remain one of the most influential fashion designers the world has seen.